The first way to get focus is to find purpose. The way to find purpose is you must identify what it is that you have to be purposeful in.
You will experience the storms of life. I do a whole seminar, how to survive the storms of life.
For every moment that you have, this is the chance to do it. Just keep on grinding.
He don't do nothing else. That's his gift. Friend of mine we grew up with, all he did was cut grass. He had a single blade lawnmower that he pushed. He was so good at it, he could raise the blades up and lower them. He could cut patterns in your grass. We little, I'm going, hey man, we going swimming. Now I got to cut Miss Jackson grass. He could cut patterns in your yard. He could put your initials in your grass. As a little boy, $2 for the front, $2 for the back, $4. We used to laugh at him all the time. Well, let me tell you what we laughing at now. He got a landscaping company in Cleveland. You know how much this boy making? $4 million a year. You know what he do? He cut grass. He got 38 trucks. He got all the contracts in the city, malls, corporations. And when it snow outside, he do such a good job cutting the grass, he put plows on the front of his trucks, and he got all the snow removal contracts. This boy making $4 million a year, and you know what he do? He cut grass.
And if you're saying, what's a storm? Don't worry, because in life, you either in a storm or just left one or headed toward one. How many of you know about the storms of life? Raise your hand. Okay, well, see, ladies and gentlemen, people who have not reached their goals, they got caught in the storm and they gave up and they went back, or they decided that the price wasn't worth it. See, they didn't know that that goes with it. That goes with the territory. That when you want to grow, when you want to achieve, when you want to experience more, all hell will break loose. Everything that can happen will happen. I have on one of my tapes, when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Hello. All right. So here's what I want you to do. Looking at that goal, you've got to begin to become unstoppable. Repeat after me, please. I'm not going to let nobody turn me around.
Right, when you are struggling with what to do, who you are, what's your next move, you are in an identity crisis. You are struggling with just who you are. See, you have not discovered who you are. You have to discover who you are in order to move you forward. If no one ever gave you the directions, let me just say something. When you get up in the morning, you go get in the car or you walk out your door, you have a destination in mind. If you go outside with no destination, what do?
I'm unstoppable. Here's something else, ladies and gentlemen. See, if you want something, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be casual about it. If you go through life being casual, you'll end up a casualty. So if you want something, ladies and gentlemen, here's what you've got to be. I'm gonna leave this last note with you. If you want something out of life, this is key. If you want to make it in this day and age, this is key. You've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry. And when I work with these kids, I let them know, if you want to make it today, we're involved in a global economy, you've got to be hungry. You've got to want it. And there's some things that we must do to begin to cultivate and to kindle that hunger. How many of you, since I've been talking, your energy level up, you can feel that hunger? Raise your hand if you're hungry, all right? You got to be hungry. I'll never forget when I graduated from Booker T. Washington High School in Overtown.
The moment has come, and there will be obstacles that you must face. And for each obstacle, it will represent something about you. Your greatest victories, your greatest failures. But nevertheless, you must rise above it, and you must conquer every obstacle that comes your way. Are you strong enough? Are you willing enough? Do you have what it takes to do what's necessary to adapt and overcome? This is the moment that every living person that is at the start line is ready to cross the finish line. Along this journey, you will be pushed.
I posted, I got 3 views the next day and 1 like. And I call up, this is what I hear. I call up Tony and I go, hey, no one listened to my Instagram video. He goes, well, you posted it at 1 o'clock, man. You need to post around breakfast time. And this is what I hear him say. I don't know anything about this stuff. True story, swear to you. He goes, you got to post around breakfast time, and dummy, you got no hash browns in your post. And I'm like, trying to not pretend I don't know anything. So I'm going, why do you, I got to post at breakfast time, and why does there need to be hash browns? This makes no sense to me. So now I'm mad, but I pretend to know what he's saying, and I call my son. I say, hey, you said you knew about this stuff. You're 15 years old. You're internet savvy. Don't you know all the videos have to be posted at breakfast times, and you got to have hash browns in the video? My son's like, Dad, why would it matter what food is in your video?
You will be knocked down, but you don't stay down. You must rise up. You must carry on. You must dig deep. You must fight forward. You are not done yet. You carry on. The journey must carry on. You fight to the end. If you feel weak, find a way to rise up. If you feel you can't carry on, then you must find another way to push on. If you get knocked down, then you crawl. If you can't crawl, then you roll. You don't stop. You push up.
Bad things have to happen in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go through certain things. And this is what's going to make us better. This is what's going to make us stronger. But you got to claim what it is that you are seeking in your life.
I don't know, but he's telling me it has to be breakfast time with hash browns. We went the whole day, my first post, lamenting the fact that I had no hash browns in my video. Turns out he was saying hash tags, but I didn't even know what a hashtag was 2 years ago. And so finally we figured out the hashtags, how to post, how to do a podcast, and it leads us to where you and I are here today. That's because I've been focused and obsessed in this field now for the better part of 1.5 to 2 years. So not only did I figure out how to get into the internet, not only did I figure out it doesn't matter what breakfast foods are in my posts, that it was hashtags, not only did I understand what chips were, you don't even know what kind of chips I think he was talking after the hash browns. You don't even want to know. But suffice it to say, I figured out what type of chips. 1.5 years later, for my podcast now, and I like him to do more downloads than Tim Ferriss does. And he does a great podcast, but after learning about his kit and Googling how to do it.
Everybody is never going to be where they want to be in life because sometimes they focus too much on the bad things and not claiming the good times. Not claiming, hey, no matter what struggle I go through, I am going to make it. The beauty about the process is that you're learning something. You're learning about yourself. You're learning how to go through certain things. And you're learning how to build up. We are human beings, and human beings sometimes act on emotions. But you have to harness your emotions. You have to understand that you got to go through something to get to the level that you want in your life. Make this day count. Put all your energy, put all your power into what you do today. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep fighting for it. You got to keep trusting in yourself. You got to keep pushing because you got unfinished business.